Well, hello and welcome to Tyson Teddy Talk episode 18, which I remembered off the top of my head and I believe is correct.
That is correct.
We're here. We're a day late. I'm so sorry. I had a very eventful weekend though, and we'll tell you all about it.
We're here whenever we're here when we're supposed to be here.
A wizard.
Whenever
is never late.
Exactly. Whenever
Frodo
we're here,
Baggins.
that's the time we're supposed to be there. We're never late. We're never
our
early.
episodes arrive precisely when they mean to. You know what I mean? Like 100%. This is a show. This is a podcast that usually posts every Monday with Tyson over here.
And Teddy over
Nailed it.
there.
Yep. And we talk. And that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. But we're here. I'm excited. What day is this? This is going to post on Tuesday.
It's
What day
Easter
will it be?
Sunday.
Yeah, it is Easter Sunday
Happy
right now.
Easter. Eat your
Holy
chocolate
shit.
bunnies. The bunnies
Lord
that
has
lay
risen.
eggs. The Lord
Like
has
a
risen.
true gamer.
Yeah. He was like,
Confirmation, Jesus, a gamer. He
was
rised
like
up.
BRB,
rose
you know.
up.
He was gaming and then he got knocked out. He
How
got
has no one
eliminated.
made that joke? I'm sure.
He got
someone has.
eliminated in
He
trials,
did.
and then he was like, "Wait, guys, wait 3 rounds,
Self-res, Destiny 1.
wait 3 rounds, self-resed," and then he was like, "Oh," and then they went flawless.
Yep. Wow. Really amazing.
Christians
Congratulations
probably hate us
to
now.
the Lord. It's fine. They can do that. Fucking dude. Okay, so, well, I want to talk about sleeping habits, right? I want to talk about sleeping positions. But I went camping over the weekend for the first time since I was a kid. It was quite fun. I went literally just like Saturday all day, slept and then left. The only fucking thing, when I do it again, because I did promise, I was like, all right, I commit. I will do it one more time at least, and we'll see where it goes from there. Because they were asking like, oh, would you want to do it again? And I was like, yeah, it was good. It was fun. But like next time, I gotta fucking be ready for the cold because I was not. I was not at all.
Cold?
It was only like
yeah, like,
45 degrees.
That's weird. Like, I'm just trying to think when I usually go camping, but it's usually in July. But that's up here.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, it was great throughout the day, but in the morning and the night got relatively cold
yeah.
because the sun was gone. But like in the middle of the day, fucking awesome. Like,
And
beautiful.
I bet like in the middle of the summer it would be terrible to go camping.
Yeah.
Down there because
Yeah, you don't want it.
it'd be
So
so hot in the day, and it would be bearable at night. But like it would be just you wouldn't be able to do.
it depends
much in the
on
day.
where you are. To be fair, I haven't actually been here in this city, in this state, in the summer yet. I moved in the fall, so I don't know exactly how hot it gets. But if it's anything like Nashville, it gets fucking hot in the summer. Like even at night, like the nights can still be like 80 degrees or higher. Like it's so yeah, you want to go in like the spring really. But I was not, and they literally gave me 2 sleeping bags, which I put a sleeping bag inside of another sleeping bag and then a blanket on top of it. And I was still I woke up like freezing. And they were talking about probably what it was is is like the cold from the ground. The reason why most people they get like sleeping pads, which are like the air mattresses deal. And a lot of them are literally rated for certain temperatures. They'll say like this is good to like 0 degrees or like 30 degrees and stuff like that. And I literally went and I got a sleeping pad, but I got the most basic. It is not an inflatable type of thing. It's literally just a plastic kind of rollout thing that makes it so that you're not exactly sleeping on the ground and you're sleeping on something a little softer, but there's no insulation. So they were saying that's probably why it was really cold. And yeah, so next time I got to be more ready for that. And I woke up and I was going to just toughen it out because I waited until the sun came out. Then it started getting a little bit warmer. That was more bearable to get out of the tent. But I was going to wait and just get out and fucking deal with it. But then I was like, oh my God, I could go honestly sit in the heat in my car for a little bit. And then I looked over and saw Ion, my doggo, shaking. And I was like, okay, we're getting in the car. Because she was shaking and like so cold. She was shivering. And I was like, oh no. So, but it was fun overall. We just kind of chilled and did like nothing, which is
usually what you do.
very therapeutic.
Well, whenever I went camping, when I was like more of an adult, you just drink profusely.
Yeah.
And then you just have a barbecue, then you drink some more, then you play some drinking games.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of camping nowadays, even though I would never play this game. Well, I don't know. I feel I'm too old. But like we would always play out. Have you ever heard of beer darts?
Yeah, I have, I believe.
Where
No.
it's a 2 teams of 2 sit across from each other fairly far. You have a beer can in the middle, and you shake up the beer can.
Oh God, are you trying to hit it with the dart and make it explode?
So
oh my God!
you shake the beer can, and then so that it's easier to pop because like, yeah, you just need it easier to pop. Then you each team throws it back and forth. And then like the other team has to like drink it as fast as if like they explode it. If you get a topper, if you throw the dart and it like lands in the top, then they have to shotgun that beer and shotgun another beer.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a very. I mean, I guess I didn't think Canadians were known for drinking, but it sounds.
Are you kidding me?
like,
You didn't know that Canadians are known for drinking?
No, I do. That does sound very Canadian in hindsight.
Yeah.
We
always did like beer pong.
Canadians more like beer focused than other things? Is it like a beer kind of culture?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've heard, Canada is very K-Kona in certain places. You know, very
that's the same with the States. It's all in the middle.
Yeah.
The middle of the country is all K-Kona. And then the coasts are always like, all right.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's where all the cowboys are, and that's where all the farms are. So that's where those kind of.
Isn't Canada very like they like there's a lot of people up there that like country music too. That's what I've heard. Like more than you would expect, because I would not expect any. I don't know why.
We have like farms as well. So and like cowboys.
Fucking lies. You have no farms.
My grandfather has a cattle farm. Well,
How dare you lie to me like this?
He's taken me to. He even had like championship belt buckles from like what is it? Not hog. I guess hog tying.
I was about to say. I was like,
sheep tying.
Huh.
I mean,
yeah.
Canada's just like
go Grandpa Tyson, you know.
But
Let's go, dude.
you think that we're like Japan or something, where it's like it's a whole nother country, and it's like no, we're both North Americans.
Yeah, we all suck.
We both were.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah. Don't loop us in with you guys.
But you just did.
But like, obviously, when you say like country, it's like we have. Have you ever heard of Shania Twain?
Never. No, of course I have.
Yeah. It's like Shania Twain's Canadian. There's a couple other Canadian. That's the only Canadian Canadian country star I can think
Justin
of.
Bieber.
No, I'm saying country.
Famous country singer.
Who else is country and Canadian?
Famous country singer Justin Bieber.
I mean, you know what? He could pull it off. His new album,
Probably.
by the way, banger. I've been listening to it nonstop. So good.
Interesting. That's what I've heard. I've heard people like Justin Bieber now.
Oh, Paul
It's like a
Brandt.
flop.
He's not as big as Shania Twain.
No, I don't think I know of Paul Grant, but I also try to avoid country.
But Shania
Even though it's
Twain,
very hard
man,
to do because I
Shania
live
Twain is fucking chef's
Yeah.
kiss. Same with Taylor Swift,
Oh.
her country days. And you lived in Nashville, like you tried to steer clear of country. That's fucked
didn't work
up.
very well.
That's weird.
Literally, the
Country's
restaurant
so
that
good.
I worked at played it almost all of the time. It's great.
The
Loved
thing is there's a lot of country, and so there's a lot of bad country, but there's a lot of good
Yeah.
country that nobody really. Well, not nobody, but like the bad kind of outweigh the good. Like Garth
Yeah.
Brooks. Fuck man, Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
You don't know who Garth Brooks is?
I know who Garth Brooks is. Not a huge fan.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Man.
Let me look up some. Garth
I've got
Brooks
friends
songs.
in low places. Is the best
Oh my
drinking
God, no.
song. You don't like that song?
It's one of the many songs that played at that goddamn restaurant over and over all the time.
Shit,
You
like
know?
when that song came out of the bar and you're just hammered with your friends and you're just
Hate it.
like, ah.
For the low place.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
It does sound kind of K-Kona up there.
No, what? Because we're just drunk and we're singing?
And singing, I got friends in low places. Yeah, that sounds
That's a
very
good
K-Kona.
song. We also sang like what's the Journey song? Don't Stop Believing. That's not Kate Coleman.
Wow, that's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic. That's a classic. Shout out, dude. Man, at that restaurant, one of the things that I miss sometimes, but also don't, because things like this would happen. They would have singers literally every night, and they'd rotate them out like every hour. So there was a good amount of different ones. And sometimes there'd be like new people that they'd put on like a trial run, then they wouldn't come back. And man, one of the dudes that was there usually like late at night where there weren't too many customers, that was kind of like his regular spot, and I kind of understand why. He started doing Don't Stop Believin', and he just fucking butchered it. And I was so excited because I like that song. And then like there were certain moments where he'd sing it, and I was like, that's not the way it goes at all. Like they're changing like kind of the tone of it is wild. It was upsetting.
Yeah. He didn't stop believing in himself.
You know, good for him.
Good for him, you know?
Good for him.
Because most people would be like, no,
Congrats.
I can't sing that song.
And
so
he
I'm
was
not
like,
gonna.
fuck you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to sing it no matter what. That's like people
Yeah.
not a lot of people can sing Celine Dion. But when they try, I'm like, you know what? You didn't nail it, but I give you props because you, because you tried. Well, no, like.
You know what? You didn't nail it, but good
That's
job.
well, like whenever
You did your best.
what is it? Like The Voice or American Idol. Whenever contestants sang Celine Dion, all the judges were like, "Oh my God, that was so great! You're a shining star." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, like okay, you didn't hit it, but like you went for that song, and that song or those songs like Celine Dion songs are songs that are like untouchable. So it's like you have balls, and I'll give you that.
Yeah, fucking congratulations on your balls.
Same with Whitney. It's like if you try to sing Whitney, it's like shit. Those are some big shoes to fill, and not a lot of people can do it.
To hold, you know.
Only like Ariana Grande probably.
Yeah,
She can sing anything.
yeah, she's pretty cool, you know. But sleeping positions, right? Oh, I do want to say that's also where this fucking sunburn came from, which I did not realize how sunburned I was. We weren't really out in the sun for
69.
most of it. We were in like, fuck it. I use literally like SPF 100 because like I'm a very pasty white boy. I mean, that's the point. I literally was out in the sun maybe an hour total because I mean, most of it we were like, at one point they put up a little canopy thing over like the picnic table. So I was in the shade like most of the time when I was sitting around. Like I wasn't really just out in the sun. It was either cloudy or that. And yeah, today I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh God, you know, I got out of the shower when I got home and was like, there it is. I do have an aloe plant now though. Maybe I could fucking take off one of the, I don't know how that fucking works, but I have an aloe plant.
I think it's just like.
I think it's literally just juice from the aloe. I think it's just
you like
squeezed.
can like break it open and it's in there.
Yeah. Fucking. To be honest, it's kind of growing like a lot.
But then you'll kill
and
the
not
plants.
stopping. So I don't. Yeah, it could.
I think that's usually what plants do is they just keep growing. I think.
I know, but I didn't prepare for that. You know what I mean? Now I'm just like, well, shit. Do I have to just get a bigger pot over and over until it's like giant? How big do they get? Am I gonna have an aloe plant in a pot this big? Be like,
I thought they grow pretty big.
shit. Yeah, it's only been a couple of weeks that it's sprouting. It's like, it's going, you know, it's doing its thing. Good for it. But sleeping positions, right? I don't think I very rarely actually fall asleep on my back, you know? Like I'm with you.
Yeah, like looking up straight at the ceiling, it's like I don't know, that would make my brain probably work like more. Like I would be thinking about stuff and I'd be looking at the ceiling and it would yeah.
I mean, I alternate all throughout the night. Like I usually lay down like facing the right there, and then like on my side. And eventually I'll switch over, lay on my back for a little bit. Then I'll go over to the left. And usually
like once you're asleep, it's like you have no control of like how
who
you
knows?
sleep.
Who knows what's going on there? I don't fucking know.
But yeah, I've like tried. Well, I have changed how I sleep because I used to sleep on my stomach and then like my head to the side, and that's just like the worst way to sleep.
Yeah, that's real bad.
And so
I think you're not supposed to sleep on your stomach like at all for the most part. That'll fuck up your neck. I feel.
Yeah.
Right.
And so now I can actually like sleep on my side, but I don't know if it's my pillow. If I've just had like a ton of neck problems. I've also fallen asleep on the couch trying to watch TV. and I'm just
Yep.
like falling asleep,
Yep.
and I can't catch myself falling asleep, and so I fall asleep on the couch.
Is it kind of one of those things where your cushion is so far back that you're just like you're kind of like
No, I lay down on my couch.
yeah, okay.
So I'll lay down like sideways on my couch, and I have like a pillow.
But without a pillow, it's more like.
I have just like
Or do you have a pillow?
not like a pillow, but like a couch
Yeah.
pillow.
Okay.
And so I'll like fall asleep on that, but it's still like not the greatest way to like sleep. And then
Yeah.
I'll wake up and it's like 4 a.m. and I'm like, fuck. And then I have to, like-
Sometimes I straight
that's the
up
worst.
will. I used to. I haven't done this since I moved and like with my new couch. But when I had an old couch, I would sometimes just straight up like in college when I was in that apartment for a couple years, and I had a couch there. Sometimes I'd be like, "Fuck it, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. I just want to sleep on the couch." You know, it's a nice couch.
When you're an adult, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. I was like, well, here we go.
Ice cream for dinner.
I thought about that recently, where I was just like, I saw the couch sitting there, and I was thinking about just watching something, and I was like, I could just lay down and just chill there and wake up in the morning. You know, the whole being an adult, being able to do whatever you want thing is terrifying, but fucking
Terrifying?
It's so good.
Oh,
It's
I
so
love
good.
it.
I mean, it's great, but like there's a certain level of fear because you're like, well, fuck, what do I want to do then? Like, I don't know. It's
you just
it's
decide.
probably the wealth
You
of
decide like that.
options is terrifying for an overthinker like me, but it's still great. Like, man, let me tell you what, being an adult is pretty good.
On Friday, I was like, you know what? I haven't had pizza in a while. I'm gonna get pizza. And you just get
Yeah.
pizza, and then you're just like, cool, I got pizza.
I tried
That
a
was
new
it.
Mexican place tonight on the way because I had a very very good weekend. It was great, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna finish this off. I'm gonna try something new, and I got some Mexican. And it was good. I got some nachos.
Nachos are good.
You know.
I don't know what I'm gonna have tonight.
I also watched Falcon and Winter Soldier right
watched
before
that.
this, to be honest,
also
because I had
watched-
not watched that.
I also watched Lizard versus Monkey.
Oh, you watched Lizard versus Monkey. Nice, nice. I was gonna say, have you watched?
It's fun.
Have you started Invincible? You should.
Sorry, what?
Invincible. You should watch Invincible.
Yeah, I know. I hear a lot about that. So
They
I
have
gotta,
4 episodes up now because they released 3 the first week and then just 1 last week.
I'll probably watch that. What I started watching because of Falcon Winter Soldier, because this isn't like, well, no, because of Sharon. Even though spoilers, yeah, she's in the. We already know that she's in the show, but like, so we see
We'll
her.
talk more about what we feel about
Yeah.
her. I have some opinions.
We see her, and I'm like, oh, I miss Emily Van Camp, and so I was like, what was that show that she was in? And I like Googled it. There's a show from like the mid 2000s. It was on ABC called Revenge, and it's on Disney Plus in Canada. And so I started watching that, and I'm like, oh man, this show is so bad but so good. It's just like it's that soap opera. The basis of the show is this girl's Emily Van Camp's dad got screwed over by a bunch of by like all of their friends, all of his friends, and he went to prison, and then he got killed in prison.
Damn.
And she was just a little girl when this happened. This is all the first
Yeah.
episode. Then flash forward till she's in like her 20s. She comes back, but nobody knows who she is. She has different name. She like has a different name.
Yeah.
And so like pretty much just like the whole show is her getting revenge on all these people.
Hell yeah.
It's a pretty good show. It's just like a silly ABC show, but it's like getting revenge on a
sounds
whole bunch
cool.
of like rich people. And she's
Sounds
like
like
she's
Arrow
really rich
season
and
1.
she's really rich and
Did she have a notebook where she crossed off names?
she had a picture and she had a red X
Close.
and she would red X their names.
Hmm.
But like she knew, yeah, like her dad kept notebooks of everything, and so she has all of this information on all these people, and then it's really good. And so I've been watching that.
I don't think I know a single other thing that she's been in. I did not even know her name.
Emily Van Camp. Oh, she was in. She's a Canadian actress. I think she's from BC.
Hell yeah, dude. There you
Yeah.
go.
There was another
1.1
Everwood.
million followers on Instagram. Just throwing that out
Everwood?
there.
Is it Everwood or Ever
Yeah,
something?
Revenge. Yeah, American Civil War, The Winter Soldier. Let me see.
Everwood was when she was like young.
Yep, Everwood.
Everwood, yeah.
Let's see what else is here. No, that's it. That's it. Don't know anything else. It's pretty cool though. We should talk about her later.
And then I've also this whole weekend, because it's a long weekend, so I had Friday off. Friday I couldn't really play this because of the servers, but I've been playing a lot of this little game called Outriders.
Have you really? Wow.
Yeah. Because I saw some stuff on Thursday.
People
saw some streams and I saw some like Twitter stuff, and I was like, man, those like guns look really cool, and like this looks really cool. And I was like, you know what? I got paid. I think I got paid like a day early because of the holiday, and so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna. I don't have anything really. Like Destiny's kind of in a weird place. Final Fantasy, there's an update coming in like a week or two, but still I have nothing really to do, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get this, and maybe it's better than the demo. One, it's better than the demo. Runs better than the demo.
Oh, I was gonna say, I mean, that's the biggest fucking concern. The demo ran like shit.
Yeah, so it runs so much better.
Huh,
Two,
okay.
I'm having a blast. It is so much fun. And it's just like running and gunning. And I have like, I'm playing the Trickster. And like the Trickster has like some really cool powers. Like it's such a fun. The gameplay feels so fun that I want to start other characters, the other 4 or the other 3 classes, and like play those.
It's always
as
a
well.
great sign.
Story,
you know?
I have no idea what's going on.
Dude, that was the biggest thing about the demo, the performance and then the story, because it had been harped as a story game from everyone that I heard about the game. And then when I was like, this story's fucking bad. And it's not good. It's terrible. Oh, look at Frank. Look at Franklin posing, too. Look at the arms. He's out here.
He always sleeps with his arms like that.
He's like, looks like a very rich old man. You know what I mean?
He squishes the couch cushion, though, because he's so big.
He's making bread. Does he ever make bread? Does he ever make biscuits?
He used to. He doesn't really need stuff that much anymore. I need to get him like a blanket that he does that, too.
Yeah. Also, I do want to say, just opened up the fantasy fucking game critic shit thing that I'm a part of. And because I have Outriders, and Outriders legitimately was the only game looking at my list that I was worried about, especially after the demo. I was very worried about the score. 82 on Open Critic. And Hitman 3, the one that I figured was going to get the best reviews out of all of my games here, 86. Only 4 less than fucking Hitman 3. So I have a total of 23 points. Let me see. Is anyone beating me right now? Oh, God, yeah. 2 people are beating me. Echo with Monster Hunter Rise, Persona 5 Strikers, Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends, and The Secret Fairy, as we all know.
Everybody loves those Wii games. Everybody loves those.
And then he had Lord of the Rings Gollum, which will not release, so he has a 0. Destruction All-Stars, which has a -7. But he's still beating me with 35. Monster Hunter Rise has an 88 on Open Critic, so that's really good there. But he just has more games that are out. And then there's also, I think this is Shonen, I'm not sure. But they have this is Shonen. Bravely Default 2, It Takes Two. Oh my God, It Takes Two has an 88 as well. That's really good. And then Stronghold Warlords with solid 71, which gives him 1 point. Congrats. Yeah, no, I'm gonna fucking win this thing.
But yeah, honestly, like, it's crazy to think that like Square, because like just less than a year ago, Avengers came out. Even though they're not the same type of game.
Oh man, Avengers.
But like, just I think the concurrents are higher than they were for Avengers.
Probably.
And this is a new IP. It's a new everything.
The fucking Avengers. You know what I mean?
Something built on the Avengers, and it's like tanking. It's so crazy. But like,
first impressions are everything, I guess.
I'm still just having a blast. Like, it's just really fun to get loot. They do need a transmog system because I look like crap, but I'm still like leveling. But like, I got a legendary gun early on, and it's a shotgun, and everything that you shotgun, it like levitates them and like holds them in the air for a couple seconds.
That's really cool.
I have like this.
I have very infamous.
temporal bubble. So like enemies will come in, even like bullets. So I almost use this as a defense. I'll like pop this bubble and it slows down time. And you can see the bullets like coming and they're just like
That's
slowed
so
down
cool.
in it. And
That's
so you can like
very
move out of the
control
way.
as well.
And then I have like a temporal blade. I have like a weakening thing. And it's just, yeah, Trickster's really, really fun. And I'm going to keep playing Trickster and then I'm going to try like all the other classes.
I was very bummed last week when I learned that it was part of Game Pass, but not PC Game Pass. So
Yeah.
probably will not be playing it, but that's really good, honestly. An 82 on Metacritic, or on OpenCritic at least, is higher than I thought it would get from the fucking demo. So that's awesome. I'm glad people are liking it.
And like the studio's being really transparent, like because they had a lot of server
Yeah.
issues this weekend, and their social team is great, and they've been really handling the situation as best that they could. So yeah, I hope that like,
honestly,
it keeps up, and that I hope because I think they're gonna do DLC, but not like not live service kind of DLC, like actual DLC packs.
Yeah.
it
Honestly,
is
I bet I'd
fun.
probably enjoy it more now going into it, knowing what I do about the story. I just have to be like, it's just an excuse for the
Well, that's the
gameplay
thing,
to
like,
happen. It's very Destiny 1.
There are a couple parts where I'm like, oh, like this is actually a pretty good cutscene. Then other ones, they do a lot of talking, and I'm like, I honestly don't remember. I don't know what they said just there. I don't really. But like the map is huge. There's different biomes. That's really cool.
If the intro to the game is the same way that the demo laid out, which I imagine it is because your progress carries over, so I imagine it's probably the same. The fucking intro was wild. Like I finished that and was like, what the fuck and why? Why did we do this? Like, because it goes through the whole, like, you land on the planet, you go out, and then all of a sudden things start, like, floating. It's like all sorts of fucking nonsense just happens. Like, it starts off relatively normal, and then it's like, oh, you go into cryo. Oh, you wake up hundreds of years later. Oh, there's a war. There's like a post-apocalyptic war. Oh, 30.
Only 31. That's the thing. It's like,
and
it's
I
only
was like, wait, so this is like years later, and there's a war going on. My friend was like, yep. I'm like, oh, okay. Then why did we not just start here? Like, it's so weird. The intro.
I don't really know what I'm doing in the story right now, but it is really fun to just. There's a lot of side quests that are cool too, and like all the side quests are repeatable, and then you get like. You can farm for loot. And some of them are like hunting missions. Some of them you have to like take out, they're like wanted posters. So you can do that kind of stuff. It's a really fun turn off. It's a turn off your brain. It's a mix of like Division, but like with cool powers and loot. And like there's cover, but you don't really use cover. Because like you heal, like each class heals with like by attacking pretty much. Like Trickster heals with close range kills. So it's like if I need to heal, I got to get in there and just like try to tear up a whole bunch. And it's like it's really really I like that cuz it's like really fun. And some guns have like health stealing, so like you do that. Mods are really cool.
That's cool.
You can like dismantle guns and you can save their mods, and then you can like put those mods on other guns. The crafting system is pretty intense too. I haven't really got into it too much, but it's gonna be good because like April, there's really nothing. There's just Final Fantasy, and then at the end of April, it's like Pokemon Snap and Nier.
Woo! Snapping those pictures of those Pokemans. Dude.
I'm gonna have all the best pictures.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's gonna be great.
You gotta make a collage.
Well, that's the thing is like I bet there's gonna be obviously
there's
you
gotta
can
be
share.
some sort of feature about that. That'd be good.
Well, you can share pictures from the Switch, so
yeah.
Oh
man, that's exciting.
That'll be fun. But yeah, I've been doing that.
I'm trying to think what I played the last week. I feel like I've probably talked about it, but maybe I haven't. Still doing Minecraft Mondays, which are fucking so fun. Minecraft is great.
I gotta get back to that.
So good. I hopped
played
in.
it just a little bit and then I dipped out, so I gotta.
Yeah, well, what happened on the server is what usually happens, where everyone literally played the majority of their time in the first fucking 48 hours and got all the shit and are like, oh, we're ready to go to the fucking end and kill the dragon now. And I was like, I haven't logged in. I don't understand what the fuck. And then slowly, less and less people have played over like the 3 weeks to where not too many people are playing now because they fucking went ham in the first week, which is usually how Minecraft goes. But like me playing every Monday is great. I hop in here, I'm like making little progress. I got little goals. I got myself a horse, made a little stable. I started on my house. It's great. Got some animals going. The other thing I will say that I have that I've been playing, honestly, what I've been playing the last week, just fucking Rogue Company. I finally convinced friends to play with me, and it's great. It's so good. It makes me happy that I finally have people. I have like multiple people. I have like Squeegee started playing, which I thought it was funny because Squeegee came in one day and saw me playing with like Friday and some other people, and he was like, "What is this old game? What fucking crap is this?" And then he downloaded it and was like playing the next night because he saw us having fun. But it was like Squeegee, Friday, Lag, who else? Fucking, I'm gonna feel like an asshole now. Dragons, and that's already, we only need 4 for a full team, and that's already 5 including me. So like we have Garrett as well for sure. He's been playing a shit ton. So we have a bunch of people, and once I get them all to level 30, we can go into ranked and become the best in the world. It's crazy how that's gonna totally happen. You know?
You can that's definitely gonna happen.
Best in the world. Don't
Nothing
you fucking
else,
doubt it.
Nothing
Win
else
$3
could
million.
happen.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, no, there's no other option. But yeah, it's been so goddamn fun because I love that game so fucking much. Man, one night, I think it was the last night before I left for the trip. I think it was Wednesday night. Snowbike Mike raided me with 200 people or 100 people, and most of them stayed throughout the final. I was like, well, I was literally getting off, and then I was like, well, fuck it. Like literally one person had already disconnected from the voice chat, and then the raid happened, and I was like, get on back in here. And we hopped into one more game, and like the majority of the people from the raid stayed and watched us fucking play this game, and we were down where it was 7 to like, I think 4, and you need 8 round wins to win the game. And we fucking buckled down, we communicated, and we got that fucking win, and it was awesome. And it literally right at the end, like 2 or 3 people followed, like right as we won, because they were like, oh, this is cool. And then somebody in chat was like, oh shit, I might actually download this. And I was like, we got him. We got him, boys. It's so good. But that was such a fun game because I knew I had people watching. We came back, and like, games like that, when they are super close, all it is like you need to buckle down and get your communication like on, and if you can do that, then like, whew, that's all you need, baby.
So that was me yesterday with Vizzy and Stealth when we did our GMs.
Hell yeah.
We did this GM. This GM is a nightmare. I'm never doing it again. We got it done, and I'm not firing this one for like ever. There's this part where I don't like. Do you want me to spoil it? Because it's a new strike.
I don't give a shit.
So like you go into this Keitel's ship, and then you have to like drop down into this hangar. In this hangar, there's like no cover whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much what we did is we had 2 Titans with the big banner shield, and we just kept swapping. And we had to like count down.
Wild.
Then when you kill like all of the barrier champions, all of like those ads, 2 tanks pop up. 2 of those big ass tanks. and like so many times we
still in the area with no cover.
No cover. And so like you just stay there, and like you just snipe, and you pray to God that you don't. It's just
swap your walls.
And then like we got to the boss once, and then died. Got to the boss a second time, and God, like the boss room is just as terrifying. And we were past the 45 minutes, and then like Busy died, and both me and Stealth are just like running around, just like shooting the boss as much as we can. The boss is like a sliver left, and we like finally got it. And then I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that again.
Never fucking again. That's awesome.
But
though. That sounds...
GMs are just so much fun because it's just like learning like when things pop up,
Yeah.
focusing fire, and like coordinating with, okay, we have to like count down, okay, my shield's gonna pop in 3, 2, 1. Vizzy bops his shield, he goes out in front, then we get the orbs, and you just like do that. It's just so good. I love GMs.
I like it.
And we were talking more about like next season, and it's just like I hope that Destiny brings more hard content. I just want more hard content.
Yeah, honestly, they've gotten better about that in general over time, so they probably will. Don't know if it'll be like next season, but next season's Vault of Glass, right?
That's
right?
true. Thing is that in crossplay? Is crossplay then or season 15?
Crossplay, I think, sadly, is the one after. The one after the next one. Because they said it was 15, whatever 15 is. I don't know.
So that's 2 seasons from now, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's the fall.
We were talking about VOG because we don't know what the power level is going to be.
And isn't the system supposed to work different? So it's probably not
so it's
gonna
only
be
10.
as hard to gear? Maybe? I don't know.
But that's the thing. That's what we were talking about is that if
They
it's
might actually
if they like
alter
say
that.
put the strike, because the power cap of next season is going to be 1320. Like forever, like the full cap. So Vizzy was saying that they may put the rate at like 1280 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's terrible. Because then the day after,
I mean, aren't a lot of people already there, right? Like, isn't the cap
Or
right now
past, yeah.
1310?
1310, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, because like contest would be good like the first day, but then after you're just gonna be at level and just like blow through things, and I'm like, that's not gonna be fun. Like,
yeah, but I mean, that happens most of the time with raids. People get above the thing pretty quickly. The people who are doing that shit do. I wouldn't, but
I just want it to be difficult. And then Stealth was like, oh, do you think they're gonna still have like you're gonna be able to push Atheon off? And I'm like, no, like it's not this. They're not like copying the Destiny 1 file and then just putting that in. Like they have to remake the raid.
They've talked about how they plan on doing it too, how it is still going to be VOG, but they're going to make it as if it was like in the current time frame with like champions and shit.
Yeah.
Like they've talked about that, so I think that'll be neat. God, I can't.
I think it'll be good. I don't think it's gonna be. I think people are gonna be let down. Because it's gonna be the
think
same
people are
thing.
going to be let down if they think like, oh, this is going to be the best fucking raid ever. No, it's
like it's
VOG.
another
It's
raid.
the first one that ever existed.
It's like you're gonna get your Fatebringers, you're gonna get your Vision of Confluence.
Fuck.
But the
no
thing is,
way.
it's gonna be in the secondary slot, and
What
it's
are
probably
they-
gonna like. What if it doesn't run? What if it doesn't roll with like Firefly or Dragonfly? What
Well,
if you don't?
that's the thing. Honestly, I haven't thought too much about the loot. I just thought about the activity. I'm sure they are going to do that, but I just haven't really given it too much thought. But like, honestly, that's a problem. Because Fatebringer and Vision were and other guns like that were huge and were good because of the sandbox. They would not be even like decent now.
What was
Fatebringer would not be decent. Like there
What
are
was
better
Fatebringer?
hand
What-
cannons that do the same thing.
Well, what was it?
It was good because it
Was it a
did that.
120? I don't know what the
I don't
RPM of
fucking know. I
Fatebringer was.
didn't know those types of things existed back then.
But like they might
But,
be
like,
good. Like that's the thing
Fatebringer
is,
was a god tier gun because it had Firefly and a hand cannon. No one else did. Nothing else did. It was though I mean Firefly, that was the only gun that had it. It was a unique perk to that.
Yeah.
Like it was the only gun, whereas now it is a perk that Dragonfly goes on all sorts of guns. You know what I mean? So like that, I don't know if they're gonna even. I mean, I guess they have to try. I guess they have to try and.
they're
put,
not bringing
like
like all of
gear,
the legendary
it's gonna
weapons
have
are
to
gonna
be
back.
different.
Mythoclast
Yeah.
probably will be back.
I
But linear
fucking wish.
fusion-
Honestly, that's the only one that I would want back, to be honest, because that's the only
But it
one
still
that I
takes
can
up an exotic
see.
slot.
Yeah,
And there's
but
better.
I can,
That's the thing is there's better exotics.
Yeah, but like, okay, so retooling any sort of legendary gun like Vision or Fatebringer or something like that, it's kind of odd because it's a legendary gun and it's like, I don't know. But retooling an exotic is like, oh yeah, bringing back an exotic from literally year one of Destiny and basically making it like a completely different gun with the same visuals. I'd be like, okay, like do your thing. Like having it
We were talking
operate
about
differently
Icebreaker.
and function differently. I'd be
And like
all
how
right.
they can't bring back Icebreaker
No.
with like how it was. But you can't bring that gun back and then change the perk. They have to do what they did with Whisper. Pretty much make it OP for like a season and then nerf it into the not nerf it into the ground. Whisper is still pretty powerful, but like nerf it somehow. Or like
Well,
maybe,
I mean, to be fair, Whisper is one of those guns where I would have put it in the same Fatebringer or Icebreaker category of like, I would have been like, no way they bring that back. That broke the
but
game.
like
And
they
then
brought it
did.
back
So,
in
you never
an
know.
exotic form.
Yeah.
And I guess they could
is
they
fair.
couldn't make all of the drops exotic. That's not, even though that's what
No.
it was
Well,
in Destiny 1.
And even if you did that, it would have to be like, they would have to retool all of them in a similar way to what I was talking about because the way that those guns existed before would not be special now. So I'm really interested to see what they do. Honestly, that's really exciting. Fuck.
Not be special, but like not be not special. Like everybody likes.
They'd be special for a
different
sentimental
things.
reason, but not for a gameplay reason. They wouldn't be. They
still
wouldn't
would
be
be
what they
good.
were back then, which were like literally the best guns in the game.
I think they still would
no
be
question.
good game or good guns.
They'd be fine, but that's the problem. That you can't do that. You can't release guns that were in their time. People remember them being like
That's because
the
it was
best
the
guns
first
in the game.
raid.
They were
the
god,
first raid weapons, obviously.
God-tier guns, you know.
But like, they can bring those back, and then you still can use them in this meta. It's just like a scout
but
and
they'd
a
be-
hand cannon.
Yeah, but you're correct in saying they'd be fine, and I don't think you can do that and have the community be okay with that. I don't think you can release guns that are just fine in those sorts of
But that's what they do
fucking
now. Guns
mythical
are just fine.
places. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Guns are just fine now.
But people don't
You
like
still-
that,
No,
right?
Don't
people not like that? They like the
No.
guns that stand out and that are good, right? That are.
But that's the
specifically
thing is
awesome.
like everything is like fairly good. Everything, like it depends on what you're doing. It depends on
Yeah.
like how you're running stuff. But like everything is viable,
Yeah.
and so just put more stuff that's viable that you can use. It's like we
Yeah,
don't
but
really
I
have an
still
arc.
think- I
We don't
still
have an
think-
arc hand can. Well, no, it's prosper like the Deep Stone Crypt one is, but that's a one. Is that's a 180? But like.
Well, I'm not saying that they need to be the same level of special that they were, because I don't think you can do that. I just don't think you can, even with like just the way the game works now. I don't think you could. But they do have to be some sort of special. I don't think you can. I don't think they can be just fine. They got to have something to them.
Well, they're gonna.
They
have,
don't have to be godlike
They're gonna have
guns,
new
but-
perks probably because
Yeah.
with every raid we've gotten new perks or new weapons that have new perks on them, like reconstitution and recombination or something from Deep Stone Crypt. So we're gonna get more. They're gonna have like new perks, but it is just gonna be more loot.
Yeah.
Especially with legendaries, like you can't make legendaries crazy because that's when you get into mountaintop situations where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't use anything but this, and it's like no,
Mhm.
even though everybody uses just anarchy because anarchy is way OP.
I mean, you're always gonna run into that, even if you don't want to, and they're gonna try not to, but it's gonna happen. You know, this is how it works. And like, even if it is minimally, you know, like, even when Destiny is in spots where like everything is viable, shit's mostly like you can alter and make your own choices, and they're all pretty like at a good level. There's still gonna be some things that are like, yes, but this one gun, it's like everything's here, and it's like, yeah, but this one right here, it's just a little bit better. So everyone's gonna be
But
like,
the thing
that's
is-
the god tier gun, you know?
But it's not
They're
the
gonna look
gun.
at the stats and be like, that
The
one.
problem is no, but that's what I love about Destiny now. It's not just the gun because if the gun has bad perks, that gun is shit.
yeah,
You're better
But,
to
like,
use a different gun with better perks.
yeah, but even
So it's all
I
about-
mean, let's take my example and apply it to exotics, like Anarchy, right? Like,
Yeah.
that one. You
Well, it's
know?
like Anarchy or
They
Izanagi.
find the one.
Those are the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're doing one, if
But-
you're doing anything, Anarchy, Izanagi, Divinity as well. You need one Divinity.
Yeah.
So.
But my point is like back in the day that would have been Icebreaker and Galahorn and Izanagi and fucking Anarchy are good, but they're not that. They're like the Gallahorn level of awesome in comparison to all of the other guns was like very high. Whereas
Yes and no.
it's like
Yes and no, because like the stuff that you can do with Anarchy, like you can solo stuff,
yeah.
and like you couldn't
was a
solo some
similar
things.
Thing with Gallahorn. Gallahorn was the gun that you used to solo things. 100%.
But I don't know. I
soloed
think
Crota with Gallahorn, I'm
I
pretty
still
sure.
feel the content is a little bit harder now.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Like GM Nightfalls are harder. Like harder. Oh, I don't know about harder. The enemies hit harder than any raid that I've been in.
Yeah.
Yes,
Man,
they're shorter, but
I kind of miss Gallahorn.
I don't.
Not in a
the thing is,
realistic sense in that I want it
like
back. I
rockets.
just have good memories. You know,
I'm just
sometimes.
I just don't like rockets. I've never.
Yeah.
I've only liked rockets when we didn't have to reload in Destiny 2. Then they took that
Yeah,
away,
that's true.
and
That was
it's just
fun.
like I just don't. I'm not a rocket person. I like heavy machine
Yeah.
guns. So that's mostly for machine guns are fun.
I use Thunderlord a lot. I've used Thunderlord a lot forever. Thunderlord's so fun.
But then I also love like with GMs when you run them, you get adept mods that you can only put on adept weapons, and it's
That's
just
cool.
like you get so you can have like adept range or adept impact. Put that on a hand cannon, and it's just like it's perfect.
Yeah,
So
that's
good.
really cool. Shit.
You
Well,
can
I'm
do
trying
GMs
to think.
Do GMs next season.
Next season, I mean, I'll be in there. I already promised that I would be. As the time gets closer, he gets more nervous. But I promised I would be. So
It's
maybe
a month
I'll
away.
be in there. I can do GMs.
It's a month. I think a month today.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's close, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. But yeah, maybe when I'm in there, I'll do some GMs. Figure that out. Hell yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I?
You can be the Titan because I didn't
playing.
like being a Titan.
Glad.
But Stealth only has a Warlock, so he couldn't go Titan. So I was like, fine. My Titan looked ugly.
It's fine. My character always looks ugly. But I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I played? Played Minecraft Rogue Company. I've just been going ham in Rogue Company, dude. Let me tell. I had one game where I played by myself, like off stream, which I fucking never do. I did one game like that, and was just fucking cracked out of my goddamn mind. I had the most kills I've ever had in a game, had the most damage by far, and my team fucking lost. But like, I had like 38 elims, and I think, here, let me look. The next person, because I took a screenshot of it, had like, the next person on my team had, 39 elims. The next person had 21. I had 8,244 damage. The next highest damage was 3,800. Like, I fucking went
I don't know what any of
in.
these numbers mean.
They're just very high. They're very high in comparison to normal, dude. But I at one point literally thought, oh my god, I'm doing so fucking well. As I was doing well, and then I like picked up somebody's goddamn melee weapon, because melee weapons, you can throw them and they one hit. It's hard to do because they are like projectiles, so they kind of have a lead time, and you do have to like arc them for range. So I'm very bad at it normally. I just don't fuck with the melee weapons. But I picked somebody's up, saw a dude, like, threw a throwing knife, rolled to the side to dodge another person, boom, got the kill, came back, head, like 2 headshots, down, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Like, I did this play that, like, I never do, and I was like, what is going on? It was great. But that game's so fucking good.
You should
I
have.
haven't played too much other than that.
You should have got a, what is it? Clip.
I should have, dude. It's the one time I wasn't streaming.
No, but
I
even,
have actually
don't
cut
you
out
have
some.
You have an Nvidia card.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't touched any.
You just
of
hit
that.
Command
I know what
G.
you mean, but
I did that twice yesterday in the GM. Once, and I was gonna post them. Once we had a cabal, like literally zoom. He didn't like teleport. He like you saw his body, and he just like came to us so fast. And in a GM, it's like terrifying because it was because you could get one shot.
yeah,
But we killed him. So I got that clip, and there was another
Crowder
one.
walking into the room.
There's these rocks in part of the GM because you're on a tank, like a huge tank that's actually like moving, and so you're over these treads, and there's rocks that fly. And in GM, if you get hit by a rock, you're dead. I've seen it.
God.
Leopard was soloing this, got past the tank room, did all that, was just popping up to like shoot, got hit in the back by a rock, dead.
Oh my God. He probably was like,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Like you can't. It was so bad. And so we were playing, and Vizzy was like, I had to let his dogs out, and so he's like, I'll be right back. And then like he's standing like right beside me, and then like I got pushed, and like Stealth is like, what the fuck? And then we turn around, and Vizzy, his body's just like dead. So like he protected me from getting hit by a rock. Then it was just so
That's
good.
great. Do you like have revives or?
Yeah. So in GMs you have a limited number of revives. And then after 45 minutes, all those revives go away.
Damn.
And like you have to kill champions to get more revives.
That's
Seriously,
cool.
it's the best content in Destiny.
Shit.
Just
I
like
believe it, dude. I believe it.
so much fun.
I'm trying to think. Did I watch anything in the last week? Invincible's still dope. It's gonna be going on forever though.
Oh,
so-
Lizard versus
man,
Monkey, really good.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah, it was fun. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh yes, this is a very existential movie, and I'm gonna critique like the dialogue. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a movie about a
Lizard versus monkey.
fighting a monkey. It's like I'm not gonna take this too seriously. And I'm not gonna like.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight. That'd be fun.
Have you
Be a
seen
fun-
Have you seen the other ones?
I've seen like the one other. I haven't seen
Godzilla?
Kong Skull Island or anything, but
That's
yeah,
okay,
I saw
'cause-
like the Godzilla one with the Bryan Cranston who was there for like 30 minutes.
Oh no, so that one's not in it. That's not connected.
That's not it.
The one with Millie Bobby Brown. After.
Is that already out? I thought that was this one. I thought this was the same movie.
No, so it's Godzilla King of Monsters is connected to this
When did King of Monsters come out? I thought that was fairly recent.
like 2018, 2019.
Oh, I'm losing my mind. I thought I remembered watching Kind of Funny do like reaction trailers for those like last year maybe. That's funny.
King of Monsters. What is it?
Yeah,
Let's
no,
see.
I didn't see King of Monsters. I don't care enough to watch 2 movies.
Oh, Godzilla
But I'm,
King
like,
of Monsters is fucking
exhausted.
dope.
I'm
So
exhausted. So like I'm so fucking tired
2019.
from this weekend and the sun. So like I am going to right after this probably either fucking pass out or I could try and watch a movie on the couch and do that. That'd be cool. So
Good. It's good
but
because
oof.
then
2
watch
movies, oof.
Godzilla King of Monsters because it's like that's the prequel to this one. Kong, like one, there's no actors that are in both of these movies, but like in Godzilla King of Monsters and this one, there's more actors that are in both movies.
Shit. Okay.
And they kind of
Maybe
talk
I will.
about a little bit like the last movie.
Yeah.
So you kind
I
of
will say I'm looking at other shit. My Hero Academia came back, but episode 1 was literally kind of like a clip show sort of catch up. Remember all these characters. We're doing a training exercise at school. And then I haven't seen episode 2, which came out yesterday. I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I have not seen that because I was busy this weekend. Attack on Titan fucking, which is so I have so many. The whole last season of Attack on Titan, which has been airing, has been branded like Attack on Titan, the final season. The final season. And episode 16, I think, just ended. And this is part 1 of the final season. And it's done until winter. It's not the final season. You split, like, oh, it's so annoying.
So
like,
they
they branded this all as the final season. And then you go through 16 fucking episodes. And then they're like, oh, no, actually, that's actually it until, like, the
they
end
gotta
of the year.
milk it.
Oh my god, it's just a bummer. I mean, to be
gotta
fair, I
milk it.
understand why they're doing it. Like, they had a whole switch up on animation studios, and like the animation studio who did this season was like under a huge time crunch, and like there's a whole thing. But I'm just so bummed. Like, what the fuck, man? like there's still so much more, and this was like the final, like the opening says final season. This is annoying.
I was watching,
But I am very ready for that to come back and to finish that because it's fucking wild where that show's gonna end.
I was watching the new season of Last Man Standing still, so I'm on like the final. I think this is the final season, but this is the season that like just came out this year,
Yeah.
and so they like reference the pandemic in the show,
Oh no.
and like they're like at home, and then he
that's
says
so
something. He does his
weird.
vlogs. Yeah, so this is
Let
how
me
they
guess.
get
Is he
around it.
like?
So they get around it
Oh.
with because he does vlogs. That's the whole point of like the show for his company. And he says something about like I'm not gonna shave until I was like I'm gonna grow a beard like until like the pandemic's done. And then he like it does like a flash forward kind of montage. It shows like a calendar and it shows him with like a bigger beard constantly. And it's like it flash forward I think like 3 years. So it's like 2024 in the show and the pandemic's done.
That's so funny.
That's how they get
That's
around
great.
it. And
Did
I'm
it
like,
then just continue from there?
so there, yeah, like now it's just in the future, and there's no pandemic in the show.
That's
and I'm like,
hilarious.
I'm like,
so
that's
funny.
not a terrible way to do it. Like they talked about
For a
it.
sitcom. That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's great. I like that a lot. Oh my god.
because like that's really hard to like, because they don't really talk about current events, but still, it'd be hard to make a show. And like, if it's supposed to be set in the current year, and it's like you're not really supposed to be doing things. So yeah, I'm like, wow, that's ballsy, but okay.
That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. Let's sign off and then talk some spoilers for Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 3 of season.
Halfway through the season.
1. Halfway through, dude. Holy shit. But in case you didn't know, my name's Teddy Chinaris. You can find me on twitter.com/Teddy Chinaris, twitch.tv/Teddy Chinaris, Instagram the same, YouTube's the same. Find me on the streets fighting your mother.
That's so aggressive.
Just being honest.
You can find me. This cat's just okay. Yeah, you're done.
You can find Tyson playing with Franklin in his
No,
house.
I don't play with them.
What?
because
You don't play?
well, I do, but like he's just so needy all the time. And he's just so big, and he just always just is in the worst places. You can find me at Tyson Pellegrini on Twitter, Instagram, Pellegrini_17, and Twitch, T Pellegrini. Still don't really do much in all those other things except for tweet. I tweet funny things. I try to. Yeah, so that's about it.
Watch the video version on YouTube if you don't already. It's Tyson and Teddy Talk YouTube channel. Just search that. You'll find it. Fucking review us on iTunes. Give us an iTunes review. If you do, we'll read it on the show. I'll find it. You know, it might take me a second because I don't normally check, but I'll find it. And then what was I gonna say? Normally, every Thursday night, if you want initial reactions review from me of Falcon and Winter Soldier, I normally watch it that night, post a video, like I do a little discussion with chat afterwards, and that's what gets posted up onto my YouTube channel, if you do want to follow that. There's not going to be one for episode 3, because I didn't watch it at the time and came home hella tired, and I was like, I have to watch it before we record the podcast. So I was just like, I'm not doing one for episode 3. But from now on, it'll literally be episode 1, 2, and then 4 through 6. But oh well. But yeah, for the rest of them, I will do them. So keep an eye out. But for now, spoilers ahead. It was good. Sharon's weird. Very weird what they did to her. Am I wrong?
No, I like Sharon.
I mean, it was cool. She was cool. But it was quite a big, like, honestly, what they did with Sharon and Zemo, both of them, seemed, and I get that it is just evolutions of the character, but it is very much kind of like, here are 2 characters from previous movies, and we have now very much changed them to fit the needs of this show. And here are the characters that were here, but didn't really act like this.
But
You know what I mean?
How did they change Sharon?
I mean, she's like fucking, I mean, not evil, but like incredibly jaded and sells fucking illegal art and like, oh, fuck the world.
I mean,
very evil.
I
like,
mean, you would be jaded too
she's
if like
cyborg.
you they were doing stuff like she was doing everything for like the protection of America by stealing the shields and doing all that stuff, and now she can't go back home. So it's like, yeah, I would be pretty jaded
I get
too.
it, but it was very I get it and it makes sense, but it is very much like I was
the
saying,
same like wide-eyed agent from Winter Soldier.
you would want hints of that at the very least. She felt like a completely different character.
I don't think so
And
because
Zemo honestly kind of did too.
no, Zemo felt like the exact same. I feel.
Zemo was like fucking cocky and like charming and like
He was always cocky though, because he was like the mastermind. He wasn't.
Yeah,
he
but
didn't have- he wasn't intimidating with
Civil War,
with his body or like his physical like anything. He was always
But he wasn't,
intimidating with
like-
his mind.
yeah, but he wasn't like this. He was very
Also, he's a villain, so
in-
it's kind of like
in
he's
Civil War
going
he
to
was
turn-
very. That's true, but like in Civil War he was painted more as like, fucking creepy. Honestly, is like the best word.
he still is pretty creepy. I've
mean,
seen
I
like
guess,
gifs,
but he is
I've seen like
very-
gifs on Twitter where it's like, oh yeah, family dead, or it's like wife dead, kids dead, and it's like, but I'm rich, and then there's like a clip of him like dancing in the club, and I'm
I
so
mean,
good.
it's like that, which I did like that though. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was
Like
great.
him
Like-
dorky Zemo dancing was so funny. But like the bit where he walks in and Sam and Bucky are like having the discussion about it, and he's like, I think I have a lot to offer and stuff like that. They painted him so weirdly different to me. Like his dialogue is not anything he would have ever said in Civil War. Like a lot of it, it was just, and it's fine. It's fine.
again, I don't know.
But I didn't like it. And that's not to say I didn't like Zemo. I like Zemo. He was cool.
He was good. I don't really understand the mask. We don't. Well, obviously,
Made
we
no
haven't,
sense. Yeah, they didn't explain that at all.
But that's fine because that's his mask in
Maybe
the
they
comics. So I'm
will.
like, that's just. Is that just like a callback? And it's like, yeah, he has a mask. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Here you go, comic kids. Enjoy.
But no, it was good.
I
Story
like
wise,
the
it
episode
was.
though.
Yeah, I still.
I like the episode and what they did. I mean, they didn't really explain why. I guess it's just self-evident though as to why Zemo shot the dude who made the super serum soldier or super serum, the super soldier serum. There we go. Because like narratively from an MCU cinematic universe perspective, they can't have that exist. They can't have that option of more serum. And it is very clear, like, hey, this is the only motherfucker who could do it, and he made 20 of them, and there's none in this lab.
But the
and
thing
now
is
he's
is
dead.
that-
So like they were like, hey,
But
there's
Zemo
no more.
can.
What do you mean?
'Cause didn't he steal it from Zemo?
No.
I thought that's what they said.
Zemo had a lead Zemo had a lead on who might know because he's Hydra. I'm pretty sure. Actually, you might be right. I remember something similar as to what
I
you're
thought
saying,
that
but I
like
don't
somebody
remember exactly
stole
what it
the
was.
serum like.
But he didn't make. Zemo didn't make it.
No, but I'm just saying that like later on, you never
Maybe.
know if Zemo becomes like this all powerful villain. If he has the he might still know. But yeah, like for right now, there is nobody that knows how to make the serum, and there's only like so many vials left. And
Yeah. And then they were very clear about that. They were like, "There's 20 left. The power broker has all of them, and this guy's the only one who can ever make them."
Carly has, Carly has. all of them.
Yeah.
Power
Yeah,
broker
yeah,
wants
that's true.
all of them.
Yeah. That's
I wonder who the power broker is going to be. You think it's going to be
okay.
anybody or just like
That's a
person?
weird thing I have about this episode too. This episode is titled Power Broker, and throughout the whole thing, they kept being like, "This fucking power broker, the power broker, the power broker, the power broker is gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna be real mad. He's going like the whole episode, and it was titled Power Broker. I totally thought at the end they were gonna be like, "There he is."
That's
No.
just too
It's
too
just weird.
scripted.
Yeah, I mean
scripted.
that's fair. But what was
You don't
what
want
was
you
the
don't
second
want to
one called? I was
expect
curious.
something and then it happen in these things.
That's
That's just boring.
I'm just surprised they didn't.
I
liked
would like
the final
the power
cameo,
broker to be Captain America.
though. Let's see.
Actually, to be honest, that might actually because he's not a super soldier, correct?
What? Who? Oh, John Walker.
John Walker.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Steve for a minute.
No.
I thought you were talking about old Steve, that you
Old
wanted the power
Steve,
broker to
he's
be
like,
old Steve. Just
I don't think I
masterminding.
will. I don't.
I mean, to be
think I
fair, that would
will.
make sense. He would want to destroy all the serum.
He's like,
you know
give
what
it
I
to
mean?
no.
Don't
He
want
wants
anyone
it.
else.
He wants to inject it so he can like
Live forever.
get more young.
Oh my God.
No, but I think there's a possibility it could be
no
John.
way, because he's hunting them down, right? I mean, that's
But
the
why
whole
is
thing
he
that they're
hunting
doing.
them down? He's
'Cause
not a
the
super
government told him
soldier.
to.
No, but he's going off book. He's not
Yeah,
good.
I mean, to be fair,
He's not,
I bet
like-
you. Oh, dude, I bet you this ends like episode 6 or even beforehand is him being like, "I'm the real Captain America." Oh, and then you gotta, it's gonna be Falcon gets it, and then he gets it, and it's gonna be like, all right, it's gonna be like every other MCU movie where it's a good and an evil version of the two people with the same powers. Know what I mean?
No,
It's gonna be Black
I hope
Panther.
not.
No.
I mean, if
I
he's the
hope
power,
not too, but I
if
could
he's the
see
power
that.
broker, I would like that.
Yeah.
That would be a twist that's like.
I mean, it would be a twist, and they'd have to do some explaining for it. So that would.
But
be
the thing
cool.
is he has been overseas because he was in the army,
Mhm.
and yeah, I don't know. It could
I'm
be,
just surprised they didn't name the power broker.
but that's
But they
why.
probably will.
And, like,
Probably next episode.
That's the thing. Like it can't be. It has to be somebody we've seen before.
Yeah.
'Cause
Isn't
to
there some
build up-
rumor that there's supposed to be like a cameo or somebody from? I think there's some rumor that someone from Phase 1 is supposed to be in it. So I heard people thinking it'd be like Justin
Who's
Hammer
alive?
or fucking
No.
or the fucking is the bird dude from Iron Man 2 alive?
No, but he's in prison. Whiplash. They're not bringing
I
Whiplash
mean,
back.
Zemo was in prison, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, like he's like a mastermind villain. Whiplash was just a little bitch. It's like, take me to my bird. I want my bird.
My bird.
I want my bird. Then it's like, no, this is a perfectly good bird. We got this bird from. And it's like, I want my bird.
My bird.
I'm just like, my God, this movie's terrible.
It's not good. It's not a good movie.
Elon Musk is in that movie though.
Who is?
They bring back Elon Musk.
What? Oh my
He plays himself.
Is it really? I didn't know
In Iron Man
Elon
2?
Musk was in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Where
At the
fuck?
raceway.
Where? Really? Oh my god. I'm looking this up.
There's like a little there's a little thing with like them talking. I think he has like a couple
Not
lines.
gonna lie, I remember this scene. I probably at the time did not know who Elon Musk was.
I don't think he had as much like gravitas or like he just wasn't
Fame.
known as much. He was still famous and he was still probably rich, but like he wasn't
Yeah.
internet famous.
That's a very good way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at this. I do remember this, but God.
So they bring him back and he's a villain. Bring back
Shit, I'm so into that. Let's go.
what's his face? Jeff Bridges. Did he die?
Go, dude. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, he's hella dead.
Jebediah.
Tony! Tony! He's able to
Oh,
build this
man.
in a
Who else?
cave with a box of scraps.
What's the
I'm not Tony Stark.
Iron Man 3? Or is that no, that's phase 2.
Yeah.
It's Iron Man 3.
Bring back the Red Skull.
No, he's on Vormir.
He's alive.
But is he?
That's a very good point.
They've never explained how he just got there.
Yeah, you don't need to. Dude, I don't know why my theater during Infinity War with that cameo lost their fucking shit.
I
was
like,
really?
holy
I
shit,
was
that's
like, oh,
awesome.
cool.
Too bad it's
I
not,
was like,
it
all
wasn't
right,
the
cool,
actual
cool.
actor. Because like it's a different
Yeah.
actor. I would have
Yeah.
loved it if they got I forget that guy's name.
So phase 1, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger, and The Avengers. What if it's Dr. whatever the fuck from Thor and The Avengers, the Natalie Portman's friend? What if
Oh, like
it's
the Eric? I think it's like Eric
yeah,
something.
Eric
Lynch?
Selvig, I think, something
yeah,
like
Eric
that.
Selvig.
What if it's
Could be Darcy.
Darcy. What if
Ties
it's the
everything
guy?
together.
Yeah, there you go. The previous show. There you go. What if there was a remember the secretary guy from Hulk that was in Civil War? Could bring him in.
The secretary guy from
Oh,
Hulk.
and he's also in Infinity War and maybe Endgame. I think he's in. Secretary
guy?
Ross is his name.
Oh yeah, like Liv
War
Tyler's
is his
Tyler's
name.
father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I
I forget
forget?
his
That
name.
that would actually fit, to be honest.
That would make sense,
That
yeah.
actually could be what it is. But
like
that'd
that's
be
not if they hype up
be
a
lame.
cameo and it's him. No offense to the actor, no offense
Lame.
to him whatsoever. But that character's just like, okay, cool, you're in this too. I don't care.
yeah, he's a part of the universe, so it's like,
Yeah.
all right.
But like that's not a
Um,
cool. That's not like a cool cameo. That's
Yeah,
kind of just like,
yeah.
yeah, we get it. You're here.
What if it's Whiplash's bird, just the bird, not
think
even
the bird
Whiplash?
died.
That'd be a pretty hype.
Pretty sure the bird.
I'd
died.
be like, oh, it's his bird.
What if it's who was the some people from Thor 1, like the Asgardians, Jamie fuck, I forget
Well,
her name.
all of those
Sif,
like
Lady Sif.
Asgardian warriors and all them are dead.
I don't know.
pretty
I
sure.
think Sif is alive because I think she still is.
Was Sif was not in Ragnarok at all, right?
No. So like,
They just fucking forgot about her.
well, she's on a TV show, so they probably couldn't, or at least I think that's probably why.
I mean, Nick Fury went to Agents of
No,
S.H.I.E.L.D. for a
she
minute.
has the TV show.
Oh,
Like
gotcha,
she's the star
actress.
of a TV show.
Gotcha,
So I don't know if like
gotcha.
they could have.
Status alive,
Yeah.
according to this wiki.
They'll bring her back for Thor 4, Love and Thunder.
Oh, in 2018, Sif was among the many who died when Thanos completed the Infinity Gauntlet, wiped out half the life in the universe. However, she was resurrected by Hulk in the other Avengers in 2023. Wow, what a weird way to, what a wiki way to put that. You know what
That's
I mean?
a weird way to say it. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, she got resurrected by Hulk? I'm like, oh yeah, he did do that.
Oh yeah, he had the gauntlet, I guess. That's such like a like wikis are exactly like that, where they phrase shit
Where it's just
exactly.
like, oh yeah, I guess that's how it happened, but you just don't think of that's how it
Yeah,
happened.
you got to put it specific, and then and then it confuses you. It's a whole thing. So she's alive, I guess. She's out there.
Yeah.
good-
Maybe
that's a
she'll
good
be
point.
back. That'd be
Bring her
cool. She's
back
come
in,
to Earth
Love and
multiple
Thunder.
times. She was in Shield
She
multiple
was
times.
in Shield. Yeah.
Maybe Phil Coulson.
Let's fucking go, dude. I mean, Coulson's dead. There
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
that's right.
fucking
Spoilers.
but there's a fucking whatever it's
Robot.
called LMD of him. So yeah, what if it's LMD Coulson and then they have to he comes back
Didn't he-
and they have to explain somehow how
my
he's
God.
he's not actually the
Okay,
real
so let me
Coulson.
catch you out.
on 7 seasons or 6 seasons or whatever the fuck of TV.
That'd be sweet if like
God, Shield was wild.
is his name? Is it Michael Pena from Ant-Man?
Yeah,
Where how
yeah.
he recaps stuff.
So good.
So let me catch you
It's
up.
such a shame for them not to use him more. Like, that was such
Yeah.
a bummer.
It's tough. Like,
And I just mean like marketing. Like they should have, Greg always said that they should have for Endgame or before Endgame or even before Infinity War to do like a big like Michael Pena basically recapping all of the MCU. So there was this guy went to a cave, do the whole thing of like mouthing over it. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Oh. Shout out to Ant-Man.
he's great. Hopefully he's in the next Ant-Man. Obviously he probably will be.
Yeah. Have they talked about when the next Ant-Man would be? I imagine they haven't, right? They got too
I think
much
that's
other
next.
shit going on.
I think that's next year.
Is it part of the slate?
I thought so. Did we look this up?
I just don't remember. I feel like we've looked all those. Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium is what the next Ant-Man movie is called.
That's a great title.
2022. Quantumanium. It very
It's
much
like Black
confused me
Panther
for a
2 is
second.
next year too, I think.
Yeah, that's wild, and we still haven't heard much about that.
I wonder what they're gonna. It's either, well, it depends on if they like have the multiverse bring people
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild. But episode Falcon Winter Soldier, it was good. It was really,
It was good.
I enjoyed it. I think genuinely I didn't like it as much as episode 2 though. I think episode 2 is my favorite so far.
I think episode 1's my favorite.
Yeah. Honestly, this episode had a couple of weird gripes for me. And there was also one other one that I wanted to point out. Maybe you didn't notice, but like the end of the fight scene in the cargo, like in the cargo depot area, was edited weird as fuck. Like, it was very jarring. like Zemo did the whole thing of he shot the 2 dudes and then he blew up a thing and shot 2 dudes.
Yeah.
He put on a mask, blew up the thing, shot 2 dudes, jumped down, and he jumped down in front of this red crate, which was across from the blue crate, which was where I thought they were because he saved them basically.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay, go." And then they moved, but Zemo had run off and pulled up in a car. It was very like he had the car all of a sudden when like he had just run. It was very weirdly edited.
Because remember he ran,
didn't
he run past the crate and he
Unless I
saw the
missed
car
something.
and then he like looked in and he gave like a look.
Maybe.
And then you were like,
yeah, I
you
must have
kind of,
missed that.
like-
Maybe that made it weird.
He like ran and he kind of did like a double take and then stopped and like looked at something and then he had like a facial expression that he was like happy
Okay.
or something. And
Yeah.
then you were like kind of like, what did he see? And then it goes back to them
Then
and then he
later
pulls
he
up with the
pulls
car.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I think I literally missed exactly that.
It was
because
short,
for
it
me it
wasn't
was
like-
weird. He like shot the dudes. They were like, "Okay, go," and he pulls up in a car, and I was like, "Okay." I mean, I
How'd
guess
he get
that's
a car?
fine. It was just
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. Maybe I just missed that. But I liked the episode. I think I just liked 2 more because there was more banter, and I think it was a little bit better paced. I like the cameo.
wasn't-
We haven't talked about the cameo.
Who's the cameo?
Ao, or however you say her name, Ao from Black Panther.
Oh yeah, at the very end.
Pretty cool. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because they teased that earlier. It's like, you think Wakanda forgot about Zemo and what the fuck he did.
Yeah, because you never really think about like, oh yeah, Zemo was the mastermind behind the murder of
Killing the king of
T'Chaka.
Wakanda. Yeah. Like, and I thought that was really cool. Like, do you think they forgot? And then later, it's literally like they're actually dealing with that. Like, that's something that most universes, most movies, most TV shows would absolutely just brush under the rug. Be like, oh, Wakanda's
They're in
dealing
another
with
part of
other
the
shit.
world. They won't hear about
dealing
this,
with
but it's
other
like
stuff. It's fine. But like, what we
I
know
wonder-
of Wakanda, like, of course they're gonna be on that shit. Like, that's so cool.
But it's like when you think about it, so like they sent her. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna like say, like, T'Challa's dead or something like in this show?
Oh fuck. No.
Like you never really.
I don't.
But
think
then it's
so.
like he's gonna ask. He's gonna be like, well, where's T'Challa?
That's a good point. They might literally just be like, he's occupied, and so is Michonne. I don't know her character's name. You know
Oh, yeah.
Michonne from The Walking Dead. Because she's
I
like,
don't know her.
she's technically like number 1 of that
Yeah.
of that like group or that army or whatever, and then it's followed up by this girl. So I don't know her name, but they're gonna have to give a reason for those 2 not being there, I imagine. That's
Maybe she'll.
interesting. I
Maybe
hadn't
she,
thought
no,
about
she's
that.
not phase 1. She's the cameo. Everybody's the cameo.
But yeah, I liked it. It was good. I'm
good.
excited.
3
I'm
more.
excited. Next week I'll be able to actually watch it on time.
3
I think.
more, and then we're done.
We have to wait a whole week for Loki.
And then Loki's not
Or a
going to tie
month,
into
a whole
anything.
month. Yeah. Which will be cool, to be honest. Loki seems very Doctor Who. So I'm kind of excited about it.
It'll be good and it'll be like comedic because
Yeah.
Loki's.
It seems
comedic.
very, not even Doctor Who, it seems Legends of Tomorrow. So let's fucking go, you know? what
I don't know,
mean?
but let's talk about some like let's not put it in.
I mean, that's a
that-
good thing, sir.
I don't know if
They're
that's a
going
good
around
thing.
fucking with time. Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's just say that it's a Loki esque show.
I mean,
He's the
that
king of
would be
mischief.
correct.
He's a king, god of mischief.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The king
we're
of
gonna get a lot of
mischief, god of
We're gonna get into a lot of mischiefs,
That sounds
mischievous
exactly like
things.
Legends of Tomorrow, if you ask me.
But nobody watched that. So
Correct. I guess I don't know if I mentioned this. Superman and Lois gone for 2 months. Just because fuck it. Not really. I think it was actually a COVID shutdown. But I
thought it was
think
because
that's what
of-
it was.
no, I thought it was because of Supergirl.
Well, that's what they're saying. Supergirl's taking its spot, but it was because of like a COVID production shutdown, I believe. But so good. It was great. There was one more episode before it left, and I was like, "This is so good." I am
I'm
now
happy for
caught
you.
up with Flash again. It's not. It's so bad. It's not good. But I would like at this point, you know what's fucked up about how I'm watching The Flash is I'm watching it like for the characters, and I basically tune out a lot of the action sequences. And whenever it's like the final climactic fight of the episode, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I know you're gonna win. Whatever. And it's gonna be through the power of friendship. Whatever the fuck. Move on. Like, literally, I'm there for the aftermath of, like, how the characters are dealing with shit emotionally. I'm watching The Flash like a soap opera.
Vizzy and Stealth and I were talking about you in your movie history.
Great.
And it's like,
and you're like, you watch
The Flash. You watch this shitty season of The Flash, but yet, in that time... You didn't watch Jurassic Park. You didn't watch what else? The Matrix. We were talking about like other ones that we don't think you've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, The Breakfast Club. Have you seen The Breakfast Club? Oh my God, yeah. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Jesus, this is a disgrace. Like it's just such a. It is because you're polluting your mind with The Flash. And Superman and Lois.
Okay,
no,
diss
it still
Flash.
Is.
You're not allowed to diss Superman.
It's all in that CW.
Not allowed to
shit
diss it.
soup.
Hey man, the 100 was in the CW shit soup too.
No,
then,
but it's not.
Right?
It's not a superhero thing. That's a totally different thing. Because like Supernatural,
kind of
Supernatural, I don't put in that.
You should, dude. Okay,
no,
real talk. This is random.
It went 15 fucking seasons.
Arrow went 7. Just saying. Fucking. Have you seen the shit that's going on with Riverdale? By the way,
no.
What a goddamn.
I want to though. I want to start
storm.
watching that.
So there's this channel I watch called I think his name's like Alex Myers, and he does little commentaries on like usually old like Nickelodeon shows or Disney shows or like Disney movies and shit like that are really bad, but like we watched them as kids. And he watches them and like does funny little commentaries on them. And he's done like 5 on Riverdale. And the last one was just called Does Anyone Watch Riverdale? Unironically. And like he was going through the whole plot of what's happening this season, and I was like, what the fuck is this goddamn show? They're
Isn't Betty's like a secret agent?
Yeah, and Jughead's like solves murders, and like there's like literally this season, the plot and mystery that they're uncovering is like aliens.
Oh hell yeah.
And every time they talked about it in that video, I was like,
you would think that you would like this because it's so crazy, like Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, but they're not. It doesn't seem like they're self-referential. That's what matters. Legends knows what the fuck it is. I don't know if Riverdale does. Maybe it does.
My point is, you got to throw away the bad stuff that you're watching and watch some things that are like cinematic history. Frank thinks so too.
He does. Well, with that, everybody, we're gonna get out of here.
Frank,
but yeah, review the show on iTunes. Watch it on video version. Tell you
leave a comment and tell Teddy what movie he should watch.
And tell Tyson to stop choking his cat.
I'm not choking. This is chin.
Look at him. This is a big old bean, a big old floppy boy. Oh, he looks kind of like Ion with like his face. Oh,
he's tired.
Yeah, he's sleepy boy. Oh, watch the video version so you can see cats. You can see a cute cat. But with that, bye. I'm gonna go get some sleep because I'm real tired. Bye.